Hey, what's up, motor people, and welcome to the first ever live streaming Moto Chat show. Guys, before I carry on, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. It really helps, and it lets us know that we're doing a good thing and providing a good service. My name's Neil Meekins. This is the Moto Chat show, and this, guys, is actually a really good interview I did with Angus and Hedley, the two midlife bikers, and I'm going to play this in a minute. You'll see me though in a little caption box down in the corner. Lasts about 40 minutes, something like that. If you want to comment, please do so in the box. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Excuse the green screen behind me. I'm just demoing some stuff and trying things out. I'm not an expert at this, guys. I'm just trying the very best I can to be able to get this thing kind of going. So this was a chat I did with the midlife bikers, Angus and Hedley. Now, these are two guys, midlife, obviously, and they're from up the north of England. They're two Georgdie lads who decided to start riding around the world, all in aid of charity. Actually, they do it for Alzheimer's charity. They fund these bike tours themselves. Everything is paid for themselves, and any money that's donated to them goes straight to the Alzheimer's charity. So, guys, they started off going across America. Believe it or not, but they went the opposite way to everybody else, which is the kind of crazy thing that these two guys do. Most people go from the East Coast to the West Coast, but like in true Geordie fashion, well, I'm not saying this about all Geordies actually, because they're fantastic people, but it's a quarter of the price to go west to east. So they start off in Los Angeles and ride all the way across the country to Miami just before lockdown and everything happened. In this video, you'll share all their adventures, okay? And they eventually get over into Europe and they get locked down in Spain, and they've been stuck there ever since. Now they're hoping to get away. I think they may actually just be leaving. This was videoed just a couple of weeks ago. You can find the full video on our YouTube channel, on the Bionic Bikers YouTube channel, part of the Moto Chat Show group. And these guys will be off soon, so as soon as they're off, then we're going to be doing some more catch-ups with them. So enjoy the video, guys, and like I said, leave me any comments you want to. You only get one shot, so you may as well make the most of it. And when you can, it's not all about the money, it's not all about what you own, it's about getting out there, enjoying life, talking to people, doing things for others. That's what life is about, and that will reward you no end, I promise you. You only get one shot, so you may as well make the most of it. And when you can, it's not all about the money, it's not all about what you own, it's about getting out there, enjoying life, talking to people, doing things for others. That's what life is about, and that will reward you no end, I promise you. What goes around comes around, karma and all that. There is a purpose, and get out and enjoy it and find it.
Joining us today live on set, a special guest.
What's up, motor people? My name is Neil Meekins. This is the Moto Chat Show. And today, my special guests are two British guys from up north. They are traveling around the world, doing stuff for charity and having a massively awesome adventure on the way. Their names are Angus and Hedley, aka the Midlife Bikers. Guys, great to have you on the show.
Hello. Just double click.
Got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, great. Hang on a minute. Where's this going? I'll get this. Well, let's get So we need to move your way? No, we need to move my way. It's back to front. Right.
I've got my hands full with you two today, ain't I?
No, we're not going. We promise we're not going to swear because most of the stuff's taken. The outtakes are far better than what we actually put out there.
This is a non-swearing channel, guys. So don't.
Yeah, obviously,
swear.
yeah. Oh fuck.
So a little bit of technology. I don't know what was going on there. Christ knows. Sometimes it just happens, and you reconnect, and everything just bingo. Did you change anything, or was it just?
Didn't do it. No.
Nah.
What?
It's in the ether, isn't it? You know, it's out there somewhere.
But not that.
Angus Hedley.
Yes, mate.
Which one's which?
I'm Angus.
I'm the good-looking one, Hedley.
I'm the other good-looking one.
And I'm sort of mediocre, I know.
Take your hat off. Let's have a look. Have you got as much hair as me? You got more than me.
It's going back there. Look.
Don't worry. Mine started like that and it's ended up like this, mate. Just take it off.
I'm getting on, you know. I'm well into midlife. I'm getting on. Yeah. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 55.
The same as me. Same as me. He's
55. He's 56. He was hoping I was going to say 57. Sorry. But
what bike do you ride? Do you ride a Triumph?
Yeah, I've got two bikes. I've got a Triumph Tiger 1200.
Nearly bought one, but I bought the KTM.
Yeah. I've never rode a KTM actually. I've always been a bit put off by them. I don't know why.
I was, but until the price, because I had a massive price drop just before €2,000 price drop on my bike just before lockdown.
Yeah, and
I just had to buy it. It is more technological than the Triumph. It's got a lot more gadgets and shit on it.
Yeah, but they're
Triumph is actually an easier one to ride. I think mine's so bloody high.
The KTM's heavy.
They're all bloody heavy when they're that big, aren't they? It's a case of what angle when you lose it, it starts going at. And mine's pretty fast. Once you sort of stand still and it goes a bit like an old Harley. You know what I mean? There's an angle where it's just gone.
Yeah. I mean, I park my bike in the backyard, and as I come in, I have to get it through a gate, and then I get through the gate, and I have to do a sharp right turn and go up a little ramp to get out into my shit. I know, it's crazy. And I've done it for years and been okay. The other day, going up the ramp, just too much of a sharp turn. I bloody fell off onto the floor, didn't I?
Well, there's loads of us doing that. Loads of us.
Couldn't reach the floor. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, but I couldn't reach the floor, and I just relied on putting my foot down, and bang, I went over. It bloody hurt and all.
Probably noticed Angus is Mr. KTM and I'm Mr. BMW. We could play a bit on that as well. You know, I'm a GS guy and he's the KTM guy. We're just
and I'm the Triumph guy.
Yeah.
Because you know, like he's a bit off the wall. That's why he's KTM. I'm Mr. Sensible with my BMW.
Old man's BMW, mate. Old man.
But I see you on the Harleys.
Yeah, we did that. That was good.
Yeah, we just rented them off Eagle Rider, because Eagle Rider are like an amazing outfit in America. That's the big thing, you know. If you're ever going to ride America, Eagle Rider, the sensational. You know, you just pick a bike up in LA and then just ride it right away across.
Wow! Look at this. Here we are. What an exciting day today. Here we are at Harley Davidson and Bartels in LA. How cool does that sound, eh? Dear me. Fabulous day. Going to pick up the bikes now, and and so it begins. So the route today, we're going to go up to
Death Valley,
near Death Valley area, and then through the national park, and then get through to Vegas tonight. We're staying in Hard Rock Cafe tonight. How cool are we? And should take about 6 hours to get up to Vegas, but big day, super exciting. I can't believe we're seeing all this stuff. Fantastic, so good.
That's the other thing. If you want, we researched the cheapest way to do America, and the cheapest way is to go from west to east by half price, because it's all about the repatriation of the bike going, because everybody wants to go from the east to the west because of Route 66.
Yeah.
and obviously the sun or what have you. But if you take a bike from the west to the east, it's a fraction of the price to do it that way, and that's why we did it that way.
I like your style, but I don't know many people, who pick up their bikes over in Los Angeles or San Francisco and ride the opposite way. I like that. That's different.
Yeah.
You did it completely.
I sort of rang Eagle Rider up. Now, Eagle Rider, as I can't say enough about them, how professional they are. I mean, what an outfit these people are. And anyways, I was rang up and I said, look, you're thinking about riding across America. What's the cheapest way to do it? And she straight away says, cheapest way, before I go any further, is west to east. And I went, all right, okay, let's do that.
Nice.
And it was only like $80 a day or something to have a brand new Harley like that, you know. This is just ridiculous.
Hedley, can you fill me up, buddy? Just...
Yeah.
We got the tea, got the pot of tea. Hang on.
Let's go back to some beginnings. So I want to find out a bit about who you two midlife bikers are. So, Angus.
Yeah.
When did you get into motorcycling? How long ago was it?
I was 15 and I bought a Vespa off a guy and used to ride it around the fields of the house. We had like a load of fields.
I did that.
Then I tinkered with it, took the side panels off it, and we used to jump it and stuff like that, you know, make jumps and ramps and stuff.
On a Vespa scooter?
On a Vespa scooter, yeah. We're only 15. And then when I was 17, my mother didn't want me to get a motorbike, but I went and got one and hid it at a friend's house.
Hold on. 1 minute, Angus. You're just starting to describe my life.
Yeah.
Except I had a Lambretta.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. So I went and bought a 125, I think it was Yamaha XT 125, something like that. And passed my test, and then I went out and bought all sorts of different bikes. Had a lot of Harleys.
Did you?
Yeah, but I had a lot of Harleys throughout my life.
Big time Harley man, was you for many years? Did you have a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids and a head-on collision in Northumberland. Put pay to that was a Kajiva Paris Dakar big 800cc bike, and it went straight on top of the car. The bike was complete write-off.
Was
that
only
4 days old as well?
Whose fault was that, Angus?
I was going a bit fast, but single track road, and an old guy who didn't put the brakes on at all when he saw me coming.
A midlife guy?
He was a bit older. He's definitely older than midlife guy. He's an old codge.
He's an old codge.
So yeah, I ended up in hospital with knackered knees and elbows. But and then I had kids, and I thought I'm going to kill myself. So
yeah, I think
10 years out.
Yeah, I had a lot longer than that. I wasn't quite as experienced as you, but I started and then stopped pretty quick after an accident and thought, no.
It hurts, doesn't it? And we don't bounce. Well, we don't bounce now. We used to bounce a bit better.
Well, I didn't have as bad as you. Mine was at about 30 mile an hour, and that was bad enough. And that wasn't on. That was on dirt actually and grass. I was really lucky. I fell on dirt and grass, but yeah, concrete and
Road, tarmac.
I remember doing something really stupid, like riding around Corfu on. I think I had a DT125 in shorts when I was 21.
We've all done it. People here are riding around sports bikes in like swimming trunks and a vest.
Man,
I'm like, you come off, you do not realise.
In one of your videos, you actually decide to go without helmetless.
Helmetless.
Yeah, that didn't feel very good. We put them back on, actually.
Did you?
We said, let's do some video, put them back on. This isn't safe.
I met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great.
We're a big release.
Like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how
Called what's it called? A pickle shot. It's like pickled onions with a vodka. It is absolutely manky, and they think it's great. It's the worst drink I've had.
you really seem to know how to carry on your own. Ever since I got a good look in his eyes, I just knew that he was special. He said he wanted to take it slow, but I couldn't help that I wanted to take it to the next level. Cause I wanted that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't wanna let you go. Cause we wanted different things, and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to let go, cause you really seem to know how to carry on.
So let's come over to Hedley. Let's find out, when did you start riding? What was your first experience? What was the first bike you had?
Well, I was a late starter, to be honest, and a lot later.
Last week.
Miami.
I've never fallen off yet, which is like I've never fallen off yet, which I don't want to. I'm like so nervous about it, but
You will.
But no, I was a late starter. I probably didn't get into it till like my mid-30s, and I actually set up a little motor. I used to be in the outdoor pursuit business, and I got into BMW straight away and started renting them. I used to rent them in Northumberland from my home. Actually, people would come to my home, and I had three the R1200s, wasn't it? They're like the police type motorbikes.
Yeah.
I used to rent them out, and for people that used to do Scotland and stuff. So I was a much later starter, and I haven't got anywhere near as much as experience as Angus has got on bikes. But and then I had another 10 years off when I had the kids. Yeah. It's really, honestly, it's probably the last 2 years that I've got back into it in a big way, and really gone a bit crazy over the last. I mean, in the last 12 months, we've done 24 countries, 3 continents, and 50,000 kilometers. So it's all gone a bit crazy over the last 12 months. So.
Well, I think you've done your rookie badge then, really, let's be honest.
But he needs to fall off. He needs to come off.
I don't want to fall off.
He wouldn't go off-road with me the other week. When I dropped my bike again, I came off-road. When the tracks here in the mountains are brilliant. I've never seen anything like it anywhere.
Spain you're in at the moment. Yeah.
I didn't go anywhere, mate. So, but he wouldn't come off-road with me. He like stuck to this little track and tootled along. And I went, no, give it some welly, get the back end out, and be crazy.
I've no intention of falling off.
No, don't do it.
It's going to hurt. I know it's going to hurt. I just don't want to do it.
We are going to do a day on off-road bikes. With a
bit of training.
Bit of training. So he will come off, definitely, soon.
That's probably the best place to do it. I mean, I'm no expert, believe you me. I'm really not. At least you're on mud and dirt, and it's not quite as... And it's a good way to experience falling and stuff as well.
Yeah, I said to him, you've got to learn how to fall. You've got to know when it's time to get off the bike and eject.
Yeah.
And you've got to also know when your back end goes, you don't shit yourself and jump off or put your front brake on, do something silly. And dirt really gives you that
Yeah.
That, you know,
You started
is.
swearing again there.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, it's as well, Angus. It's when you're actually riding and you're slipping and sliding around. Is not to actually grab the brakes and twist and turn. It's to actually ride through it. Again, I'm not an expert.
Helps you, you know, if you lose your back end on the road, but you've done it off road,
Yeah.
it's perfectly normal for it to, you know, snake all over the place off road.
Yeah.
So when it happens on the road, it really helps if you've experienced that feeling.
Yeah. Exactly. That's that feeling. So.
We've got a fly. We've got a Spanish fly. Hang on a minute.
So, what was your first bike, Hedley? What did you after you started up again? And
First bike is, I remember passing my test in Newcastle and went straight down to Scotswood Road. I've never heard of Scotswood Road, not Scotswood Road, what do you call the
Westgate Road.
Westgate Road in Newcastle. It's
yeah.
a famous road in Newcastle where all the motorbike shops are. And I got my test, walked in the shop and said, I want a bike and I want that one and I want to take it now. And they literally let me ride it out the shop. It was a VFI 800, which was like just past my test, and it was really uncomfortable. I could only go like 20 miles, and I had to stop because I had cramp in my legs. And soon got rid of that, and then got into more sensible bikes like BMWs, which is, you know, that's
old man's bike. Yes, yeah.
And then and now you're so you went up to your BMW, and now you're adventuring all around the world. What a change from like next to nothing to this.
Yeah. It's been. I had a mad. It's 2 years ago. I've lived in Spain for nearly 12 years now. Angus has just moved here recently, but 2 years ago I had this mad idea to rent a bike just to get back into it again, and I rented a GS 1200 from a company called IMT, Iberian Moto Tours. They're a Spanish outfit, and they've got depots all over Spain. Right. And you can pick a bike up in any one of these depots and drop them off. And so I did a little tour of Spain on a rental bike and loved the GS. And then I got back to the depot and I bought the bike off them. And I said, can I just buy this bike? And they give me a great deal on it. So I bought the bike off them. And then, you know, ever since then, you know, done loads of crazy stuff since then, and just got the bug for it. You know, I mean, when you've done a big trip, you just want to go on another one. You know, the next week.
Oh no, it takes me about I was that knackered on the American one. I didn't want to do one of a couple of weeks.
What's it? Why are you living in? Like, you don't need to answer it if you've been in trouble or anything. But why?
No, we don't. No,
the taxman listening.
No. It's a good story. It's a good story.
Why are you in Spain, guys? I mean, you're obviously Hedley's from Newcastle.
I'm from the same place. But
and
you're
he's from Sound Georgdie.
No, Angus is far posher.
Yeah, thank you.
Royalty,
mate.
I'm a posh Geordie. No, I had honestly, cards on the table. I had a big leisure business in the UK which went wrong, horribly wrong. Yeah. And I had to start again, and I came to Spain really to continue in the outdoor pursuit leisure business. We used to do the quad bikes and buggies and driving, you know, archery, team building, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And the biggest trouble with doing, you know, activities in the UK is the weather. So I thought, I don't know, let's do it in Spain. So I came to Spain 12 years ago to get in the leisure business, which I did for a while, but it's too seasonal. And now I do what everybody else does in Spain, which is anything relating to properties or apartments or holidays or what have you, or real estate. So that's what everyone does in Spain. But Angus is semi-retired. I actually work for a living. So So I lived in China for 5 years, and then Philippines for 5 years. Wow. In the Philippines, I had a motorcycle brand. I had my own motorcycle brand, and used to manufacture in China and import into Philippines. Yeah. And then we imported to some other countries in South America as well. So he rang me up. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was having a few drinks with some friends. And he said, next week, do you fancy riding across America?
I saw that. I saw that on the video. He's actually phoning you up. So that actually happened. You didn't set that up.
Yeah. I went, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hello. Are you naked or what? No way! Absolutely. I told you, come, he's nuts.
I went, yeah, just hang on a minute. I said, where we're going, what dates, da-di-da. And within an hour, I booked the bike and booked my flights from Philippines to LA, which is 36 hours or something. It meant I had to go via Dubai and then right the way across.
Right.
And I booked my flights and that was it. And we hadn't seen each other for what? I know we saw each other once in Hexham in the pub, didn't we?
We've known each other 35 years, lived in the same town. We actually started our first business I ever had was with Angus. We actually had a paintball business together, you know, where you shoot each other in the
80s.
Yeah. And we had a paintball business together when we were young. I think it was 22, 23-ish. We had that. And then we've always kept in touch, and he went off all around the world. I was in different places. And then we sort of got back in touch via the bike thing. I did a tour around Europe, which he watched closely, and then I invited him to come on the America tour.
He promised to come touring around Philippines. I sponsored him. I said, I'm going to give you some money for your charity. You've got to promise me to come to the Philippines to go around. But anyway, I ended up here because we were going to come and look at living here.
Yeah.
And then the COVID hit.
Yeah.
We've been here since on lockdown.
Yeah, you're not the only one. So, talking to a lot of people that are, stuck in Spain, actually. There's quite a few of you stuck in Spain. I'm beginning to wonder what's going on in there.
Well, I can't go back to Philippines.
It's not a bad place to be stuck.
No, it's great. It's lovely.
But, it's, you know, and do you know what? The roads in Spain are just spectacular. You can't actually, even if we were just to ride around Spain for the next few months, it's still, you know, you can go all over the world, but you can't get roads that are as good as northern Spain, as an example, or Andorra, or through the Pyrenees, etc. Spectacular stuff. You know, the tarmac's great. There's nobody on the roads.
No police around every corner with hair dryers.
It's very spectacular scenery here, you know. So,
do they have a lot of speed cameras in Spain?
No, they don't. No. Very little. What they do in Spain more is have roadblocks. So if you're going down the road, you'll have the police in Spain love a roundabout, and they all stand on a roundabout, and when you come, they'll literally just stop you all and go through all your paperwork, go through everything. They're not really sort of checking much else than your paperwork, but there's lots of rules and regulations in Spain when it comes to bikes or cars. As an example, you're fined for not wearing gloves. You know, if you haven't got a glove on.
On a motorbike?
Yeah. You did not know that?
So wear your gloves now, Angus.
No, I do wear my gloves.
But you can wear shorts. Do you know what I mean?
Mad.
It's
like
there's some mad ideas, but the police in Spain love to fine you. I think it's one of the biggest fine countries in Europe. They dish out fines just for fun, you know. So as long as you've got your ducks in order and all your paperwork right, you've got to carry your passport with you in Spain. You've got to have your ID on you at all times. Otherwise, that's an immediate fine. You know,
I didn't know that either.
You're supposed to actually carry your passport at all times. Yeah,
passport.
And otherwise they'll have you for that. That's a 300 quid fine if you €300 fine. There's also.
You're not coming up against the police that often, or have you noticed that?
I've been stopped 4 times in 6 months. But that was mainly during COVID, because I went for a little bit of a longer ride to the supermarket.
Right.
And then they said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, like 10, 12 kilometers away." They said, "You shouldn't be this far away. There's a supermarket." Really? Yeah. But they were okay.
We're lucky in that we actually live on the Ronda Road, which I don't know you've heard about the Ronda Road.
I watched your video.
Yeah. Now the Ronda Road is people travel from all over the world to ride this road. I think it's voted one of the top 3 roads in Europe, and every Saturday, Sunday, you want to hear the bikes going up this road. It's like they're all up there, and it is amazing. The road, the scenery, the tarmac, the bends are just perfect, you know. And it's like it just goes on and on and on, and you know, it's sort of 50 kilometers of bikers heaven. And
they're up there.
And the back of Ronda, it gets even better. So anyone looking to ride Spain, this is the area to do it. In the Andalusian mountains, the Ronda Road is as good as it gets anywhere in the world. I mean, you know, America is quite dull, really. You know, you're riding just in a straight line. You know, I did Australia in January. Again, that's quite dull as well. But the roads around Spain, I mean, are just fab. You know.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
apparently. Is it a waterfall, Hedley, you're going to take me to?
No, there's no waterfall. Bridge.
The bridge, the famous Rhondda Bridge. So,
Famous Rhondda Bridge. People go from all over the world to see this bridge. Yes, we're here. Look at this. We're at the foot of the famous Rhondda Bridge.
Straight out that door and straight the way down to their death.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'm heading out there. I would have gone this year, but next year. So Spain and Portugal, big on my hit list. So
Rhonda's a famous sort of. It's not a city; it's a town up the hill from Marbella, and it's got lots of history, lots of wine there, lots of vineyards.
So thanks for watching in or tuning in, whichever it may be. You can sorry, we're putting out lots more videos, so stay tuned. And I'm just getting some feedback from my live stream. Just getting some feedback there from the live stream, which wasn't too nice. So yeah, so that was the Midlife Bikers. There's obviously a lot more besides that. You can catch the rest of it on our YouTube channel, the Bionic Bikers YouTube channel, under the Moto Chat Show. Hope you enjoy it, and like I say, they're two crazy guys having a lot of fun riding their motorbikes around the world. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to head over to YouTube, and no, I'm heading over to Facebook to see if I can get this to stream over there as well. So this was just a test on YouTube. So take care. Bye.